Why do you need to trust your team? I know it's been said and heard every single time, and we hear this every single week almost now. So this week we came out of 2 coaching calls where we were speaking to a couple of clients about trusting their teams, and different conversations with both the clients, but the outcome is always the same, which is it's a win-win. It always is a win-win. We always start by the question, do you trust your team? And we get varied responses out of that. And some people say yes, to what extent? And how do you actually action that piece? So when you say trust your team, are you trusting your team by giving them goals? Are you trusting the team by sharing where the business journey is at? And I think the biggest challenge, Dom, and you'd agree with that, is as entrepreneurs, as business owners, especially in hospitality, everyone's trying to run the race as if they're just in by themselves, right? They always say that I have a team, but never really use the team to the benefit. And I guess that's the fundamental shift, where you need to stop thinking that you are in this by yourself and start trusting your team to come along the journey. So we're speaking to one of our clients I was mentioning earlier, and this client has been in business for a very long time, but never ever had empowered their team to come along the journey in regards to where they want to go, in regards to where the business needs to be. And we gave them a very small task about empowering one of the team members, who's actually a manager, on taking up a new product development project. And he was absolutely amazed on how much she took on. And she actually went through the entire process of product development to actually making sure the product was in the store on sale within the shortest amount of time that's ever been recorded in history of that store, right? And whilst she did that, the owner of the business was away on holidays for 3 days. So we actually said, just go trust the process, make sure that you're giving them the tools, and just walk away and just make sure that you trust the individual, trust the process, and come back to something, a result. And it was surprisingly a very good result. So yeah, and that was one example. The other example was for the first time, this business owner had a staff meeting amongst the different stores that she owns, and she put all the staff members together on a simple WhatsApp group and did a video call on it, on challenges on COVID and how they're actually going to go in and manage the situation that they are in, again in Sydney, as we are right now in lockdown. And the result was phenomenal. She was literally emotional about the result, the conversations that were happening during that meeting, and the I guess the solutions that people were coming with who never ever thought of before. The communication was top notch, and all she was doing was she was just a facilitator. And she had never thought of doing this ever in a business. So again, I think it was about trusting the process, trusting that your team are actually there with you. You spend more time in the business with your team members than you do sometimes with family, and that's the unfortunate truth. But at the same time, they are your family in a way, and it's important that you bring them along the journey. And you'll be amazed on how far along you're actually going to go with your team. You'll be going very fast if you're there by yourself, and you will eventually burn out. And we have seen this, unfortunately, quite a few times. But if you're there with your team, you'll be going a lot far and further away. So yeah, that was our quick tip on why you need to be trusting your team along the journey you are in hospitality and your businesses. And trust me, you'll be going in a very, very far long way. Now, see, we speak a lot about this in detail in our coaching program. We do a one-on-one coaching program. Our business is called Kitchen Collective Coaching, and we love speaking to entrepreneurs of all sorts and being part of your journey wherever you are in business, and partnering with you in that as well. So if you have any questions, comments, and would just like to have a chat about your business, and if there are areas where we could help you out, love to have a chat. Drop in a DM, drop in a message, and yeah, we'd love to chat then. Other than that, we post a lot of these contents online. So if you're a fan, if you find this useful, please share this. And yeah, consume the content and implement and action them as well along the way. Other than that, all the best, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya.